to Shanice Renee. I'm back with another video.
Another one.
This video is going to be of some tips or whatever, like life after graduation, basically securing that job after graduation. So I just want to, throw that out there. It's something that can help someone out there, whether it's a rising senior or someone that just graduated a few months ago. So yeah, let's get into it, okay? First things first, let me just give you an overview. Basically, so in my previous video, I did state that I did go to, the greatest HBCU in the land. SC State, that is. So yeah, I attended there for 4 years, started 2012. Graduated 2016, which was like 3 years ago. I majored in accounting and I actually landed a job in accounting. I worked for Colleton County in their finance department as an accountant. They're asking for experience, and I mean, we're fresh out of college, so we're trying to get in. So what experience do we have? So first thing first is the job search. Okay, so you graduated. Now what? The same exact question that I asked myself the minute after I graduated. I was just sitting in my car, it was cold that night, and so I had the heat on full blast, and I'm just like thinking like, damn, like now what? So first things first, you have the job search, okay? That can be sometimes frustrating. It all depends. It all depends on what steps you take to get there. Let's make sure you give yourself enough time to look for a job. Like, don't wait till the last minute to when you're graduating. Use all of your resources when you're looking for a job. They have the Career Center. I'm pretty sure almost all schools have a Career Center. Your Career Center should be your best friend. They should have all updated jobs when you're looking for a job. Any job that's out there. And I mean, they have a Career Center for a reason. These companies and these businesses, they're looking for college graduate students or even students that's in college, period. They're going to contact the Career Center, and you have to keep in touch with that Career Center when a job is opening up, when a job is looking for a prospective student that's soon to graduate. So you have to stay on top of that when it comes to looking for a job. And another source that you can use when you're looking for a job is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is basically like a little Facebook for businesses, people looking for jobs, stuff like that. It's the easiest account you can set up for if you don't have one already. But it has all of the jobs that you need on there. Not only that, but it's also good for networking. Like anybody who you're friends with on LinkedIn, they know of a job that's coming up or they're aware of a job and they think you're the best person for that job. It's best to get LinkedIn like that. I mean, LinkedIn, that's what it's for. Another thing I would definitely suggest, Indeed. Indeed would be your best friend when you're looking for a job. Indeed has it all. And the best way to look on Indeed, being that they have so many jobs and so many job openings, is to basically filter what you're looking for. Filter your search. Whether it's being that you're straight out of college, I would say to make sure that you search for an entry-level job, because those are the jobs they're looking for, those students who just graduated. And I mean, it's the first step when you're working on your way up. And along with all of those three sources that I just named, make sure keep an updated resume at all times. Be sure of that. Make sure you keep an updated resume at all times. Being that, and I'm saying that because you never know when a job opportunity is going to come your way, and then it's going to be less stressful on you to go back and try to remember what all you have done as far as what jobs you've done over the summer or what community service you've done and all of these things that you're involved in. So it's going to be much more easier if you keep up with it rather than going back a few months back and trying to remember, oh, I did this and that. So it's just best to keep up with it and keep it updated. And you're definitely going to need it when you're filling out these applications for these jobs. And not only that, but something else that you can do with your resume is make it match these job applications. Like I said before, the job applications, they're going to have the descriptions. They're going to have these skills that they're looking for that they want the applicant to have. So like I said, uniform your resume to these job descriptions. I'm not saying lie on these job descriptions. So if you have nothing to do with these set of skills they're talking about or these job descriptions, don't put it on your resume. But like I said, if you do, I mean, if you've done this, and that, and it falls in line of what they're looking for, sure, put it on there. Why not? Then it's really gonna open up their eyes and be like, hey, this person is just about what we're looking for. This person is what we're looking for this job. So yeah, you're going to be one of the first ones that they're looking for once you do that. A key component to this whole job search: network, network, network. I cannot stress that enough. Network. Make sure you network. I had no idea how important networking will be when I went to college, when I started college. I heard it all the time, but trust me, networking is key.
Major key alert!
Networking is definitely key to landing that job that you need to start that career. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Also, even these job fairs that they have, go to these job fairs. You wouldn't believe the number of jobs, and like, these people are actually looking for applicants and students to come on their jobs. Make sure you get their business cards if they give you one. Make sure you get whatever they're giving out, and also make sure you listen to everything they're saying. Not only that, but once you do that, send them an email. Say, hey, I appreciate you coming to so and so school. I really look forward to hearing or seeing you again about this job. And that's really an impressive step for them to see from you. Oh, and we can't forget our dear friend Sally Mae, that is. Yes, those student loans. After a while, those student loans gonna be coming in, okay? They give you a little grace period, a small little grace period, but before you know it, that time is gonna run out. They give you a grace period of 6 months after you graduate. So you have 6 months after you graduate until you start paying your loans back. Yeah, and whenever they call, please, whatever you do, do not ignore their calls. Don't ignore them. I don't care, it's gonna be like a random number, but don't ignore them. If you can't pay it, let them know that you can't pay it. Please let them know that you can't pay it. No, seriously, let them know that you can't pay it. And I'm saying that because you let them know, then they can work something out with you. You can possibly defer your loan to a later date. That just gives you enough time to pay it later. Or they also have what they call forbearance. You can forbear your loan, and that's something similar to defer. But yeah, go with one of those options if you can't pay it right now. Trust me, I'm trying to help you out. If you start paying those loans and just somehow you can't keep up, and they start to call asking where my money at, you better answer. Please answer. Because if you do something like that, that's when it can affect your credit score. Your credit score. And that's another thing. I'm not going to get too deep into that because that's a broad range of topics to go off of. But yeah, it can definitely affect your credit score. I'm a living testament to it. The same exact thing happened to me. But that's why I'm telling you. Yeah, so please, you start paying them. I mean, not even if you start paying. Whenever they start calling, don't ignore it. If you start paying, don't ignore their call. Sally Mae, she wants her money. Okay. But yeah, I guess I can get into how I landed my career, how I started my career, how I got into that. Okay, so like I said, graduated in 2016. I had 2 jobs. I walked away from, or I let one of them go in April. And then I let my other job go in May. And like I said, I graduated in May. So basically I had this connection. It was word of mouth. They told me, hey, so-and-so say you can come in at this accounting firm, go in for an interview, and they'll try to, get you in. So I went with my resume, did the interview, and the pay was good, especially for me just graduating from college. But that job only lasted about a month. It didn't work out. And I lie to you not, I was discouraged and I felt like I let a few people down, and that was like the worst feeling ever. But I just knew that I had to keep on moving, keep on pushing. And even that same day, I received a phone call from this temp agency about a temporary job. Told me about this opening that they had for the College of Charleston. It was an accounting position. I went in, I got the job, and I started that next week, that Monday. And they were holding interviews. It was an opening for a permanent position with the College of Charleston. And I applied for that online. And the next thing you know, they had interviews. I went in for the interview. I was not prepared at all. Mistake number one. And I just felt like I immediately felt like I was not going to get it. I felt like I saw all of those applicants, and it was people that were much more older than me, and people that looked like they had way more experience than me. So yeah, I doubted myself right off the bat. But I mean, they offered me the position, but also I heard of this other job by word of mouth for my hometown, Collin County. They told me to apply on the county website. I went online, I saw an open position for an accountant. I immediately applied, and then probably a few days later, I got an email from the director, and they wanted to come in and interview me. And along with that email, they asked me to basically do like a history of the county. They asked me to look up three things. As soon as I got there, they asked me what were those three things. So I told them, and they were impressed. So that's what I mean by doing your research for the company. But they had like a quiz for me, which I don't really know if it should be a quiz, because I mean it was easy, I'm not gonna lie. It was something that I learned like my sophomore year of college. So yeah, I passed that quiz with flying colors, and immediately they offered me the position right on the spot. So yeah, I accepted that position, and I didn't give the College of Charleston an answer yet, because I was kind of weighing out my options, but I eventually told them that I couldn't take the position because I mean this job in my hometown was literally 5 to 7 minutes away from my house. So I mean, what do I look like going back and forth to Charleston for lower pay? Which yeah, it was lower pay, and I know that was all on me because they asked me how much was I looking to get paid in the interview, and I told them, but it wasn't a prepared answer. So I fault myself for that because I kind of downplayed myself. I shorted myself. But yeah, I mean, it was all good, So yeah, I'm working for Collin County currently. I've been with them for 3 years, so I've been with them since the year that I graduated college. So yeah, it's been good. I like it. I love it. I like the people that I work with, and that's the most important part of it. I like the people that I work with. Yeah, it's a good environment and whatnot, and I'm happy where I'm at. Sometime in the near future, I'm actually looking forward to going back to school to get my master's in accounting. That's basically the life after you graduate, like life after graduation. Secure that job. That's the most important part. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all. You already know what to do though. I mean, like, comment, subscribe, comment some things that you want to see as far as videos in the near future. What would you like to see me do a video of? Shanice Renee, promote. As always, follow me on Snapchat, ShaniceD328. Follow me on Instagram, _ I'm Shanice. Follow me on Twitter, @ I'm Shanice. Thank you for watching, and continue to rock with me.